Okay, so here's another Tele body. Very nice, this one. It's one of my favourites. One of my favourite combinations of colours is blue and green together, and this goes well. Yeah, very nice. What am I doing? That's just a Telecaster. That's boring. There you go. So once again, a Telecaster outline. However, this is quite different. In all of the years that Telecasters have been made by Fender, 70 years? I have never ever seen one example with a hole in it. And yet here is a guitar with 4 holes in it. And that's where my mind goes. I'm looking for something different, innovative. Just do it and try it. And generally it works out. So here you go. This will end up being pretty amazing once it's all given its top coat of clear. It all comes alive big time. At the moment it's in its semi-rub down stage where it's matte, and it's probably only about 30 or less than 30% of what it will be. So interesting. I can't wait to see how it sounds with the holes causing different resonations within the body and therefore changing the sound slightly. Very interesting. So that's my number 3 build that's on its way, and lots of hard work rubbing it down, getting it all smooth and getting all the edges right. And one of the pitfalls I've found with the resin is micro bubbles, which are bubbles that are so small that they don't rise to the surface in time and they get trapped as it solidifies. And there's 2 ways out of it, and one of them is to create a negative pressure in a chamber and actually draw them out, and the second one is to do the opposite and cause positive pressure in a chamber, and that gets rid of them too. I don't have a chamber and can't buy a chamber big enough to fit one of these in a horizontal form. So that's a project for the future. It's got to be something that's custom manufactured, and I'm working on that because that will make this process much quicker once I can get that done. But at the moment we get these micro bubbles, and they're quite evident in the sides mainly, and when you rub it back, of course these little micro holes, they fill with the dust. Yes, you can clean them out, they can be blown out, etc. The problem is the holes are still there, and it sounds simple to just re-lacquer it and fill the holes up, but they don't fill up. You can even rub new resin on top of it and it does not go in the holes. They're very stubborn. They resist being filled. So a bit of a problem. Everything can be overcome, it just takes time and more effort. Hence I have a new respect for guys that make their own guitars now, and I can see why they charge these phenomenal prices for homemade guitars, like up to six grand easy. And I can see why now. It's just the work involved is phenomenal to get it absolutely right. And even then, each guitar is individual. They all have their own little idiosyncrasies. I can't make 2 guitars the same. I couldn't make 2 the same if I tried. They will all be slightly different in some way. They'll all have a slight quirk of their own. And that's what makes them individuals, and I think actually gives them a bit of character and makes it what it is. They will all sound different too. So there you go. That's a very quirky Tele type guitar, the results of which will be very interesting to find out. And from there we just keep going up and getting more diverse. Thank you for watching.